I'm so tired. It was so hard getting up and we're late for workout.
Actually kind of proud for us even making it out to work out in the mornings right now. We had a cold spell of a couple weeks where it was like below freezing, so we skipped working out then. And now we're kind of in like f it mode with like, we're going on the Appalachian Trail and like really soon. And I'm just in this mode where I'm like, you know, why even like work out or worry about eating? Because any of the calories that we accumulate now, it's all gonna be like completely burned off. We're gonna be like machines. So it just feels like easier to sleep in. That's right, you guys guessed it. Over the weekend, guess who we said goodbye to? My lucky toenail. It's time. I'm not sure what to do with it because I was attached to it for so long that it feels kind of... So if you have any ideas, like maybe I could turn into a necklace or hold a contest for some of you guys. But put your ideas in the comments below. But that's not all that happened over the weekend. Someone turned 7 years old. Birthday to you. I was gonna ask you, would you tell these people what your birthday was like?
My favorite thing was opening the presents and getting to go out to lunch with my dad and eating dinner. For my breakfast, I picked crepes, and for my dinner, I picked spaghettis. Yeah, me and Memory made garden cupcakes. We poked gummy worms in the cupcakes, and we still have like 2 left or something. My dad gave me this for my birthday. Eden got me these hot chocolate packs. There's cherry one and salted caramel one and white chocolate one. Then my mom and dad got me marshmallows and graham crackers and chocolate s'mores. Here's the chocolate. These are the marshmallows. These are the crackers. Eden got me these. They have like pomegranates in them, but they're like jello inside. And Belle gave me these like different kind of peach rings or something. I don't know. I'm excited to try all these things.
It was Seven's day to make breakfast today, so evidently we're just getting leftover coffee shop pastries.
Just kidding. I think it's pretty bomb.
Rachel just got here for our last Hebrew lesson, possibly ever. This is kind of epic, sad. You ready for our last Hebrew lesson?
I'm ready for our last Hebrew lesson, are you?
I don't think I really let it sink in that it's our last day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
It's kind of surreal that that's our last lesson. Doesn't feel real, but we get to celebrate tomorrow. And then that will be it. I wonder if I'll feel it more tomorrow.
Some of you remember a few months back when we got hit by a car and the other people's insurance finally claimed it, but they only offered us $600. So we have to like take our car in to get it fixed in order to get all the money. So that's where we're going now, is to drop off our van for a few days. This weekend, things got really real. We are leaving in 31 days. I just like added up the numbers on the calendar, and there's like so much to do. So we are on like the verge or the cusp of, I think, starting to go nuts here. Because like it is the 29th, and the way we had it all planned out was like starting the 1st, everything is canceled.
Yeah.
So like my brain's already leaving like regular life, but I don't feel like quite there where I'm like ready to transition into like full go time, but I can like see this mounting pile of work that needs to be done. We are leaving for the Appalachian Trail, which is like the 6-month thing, and it's in 31 days. So like, and it's like a hard deadline. Like we set March 1st, like we're gonna have our feet on the trail. And there's 2 like huge tasks that we have in between now and then. One is to get ready for the actual trail. That means buying gear for 8 people. Which
I've actually done a lot of that already.
Cammie's been doing a ton of. But I haven't like gone there.
We still have stuff to do.
Because like I don't want to get in that mode yet. But we have like still have backpacks to buy, water purification, cooking system, technology, vlogging stuff, post office stuff, like some pretty major things to figure out, even sending ourselves food. But the second huge thing that we have to deal with is like leaving our property for 6 months. And the plan is to get this place ready to rent out to people. So that means like a complete overhaul, like painting, repairs. There's even this like massive tree in our yard that I'm like, oh, maybe we should take that down. But that like, I feel like that could take a week in and of itself. So I'm like trying not to think about it yet. I'm trying to hold off. So like Hebrew and piano and all of our regular life is kind of like shutting down this week. So it's a really strange week for us. Like,
yeah, it is.
I don't know like
how to feel about it. Like it's just this transition month.
But I'm kind of excited because I feel like having this like high wall to climb over, it gets me motivated and like, I don't know, I'd rather wake up with a ton of things to do, I think, than like one thing to do that doesn't need to get done until the afternoon, because then I just like sit around all day.
Yeah.
All right.
We're heading over to Ben's parents' house for dinner, which is just right here. We're having chicken noodle soup.
Homemade noodles,
Homemade noodles, yum.
We had dinner at my parents' and finished our family's 12-step meeting. The kids are over there watching the Grammys, which my parents recorded. So we get the little evening to ourselves. Yesterday, when I went out to lunch with Filia for her birthday, I let her choose the place, and she chose the Chinese buffet. It was really a strange experience for me because I realized, man, I feel like I hardly know this kid. I mean, she's 7 years old, and it just took like a lot for me to like suck myself out of big adult world and try and think how a 7-year-old would think, and try and like ask her questions that I think are the types of things she cares about. And I don't know, I just feel like I spend time like creating vlog episodes, and I'm working on writing my book, and I'm thinking like all these big thoughts. And then I'm like, and I'm like, oh, what was your favorite thing this year? You know, and she mentions like candy and waffles and things. And I'm just really thankful that I have kids this age that do this for me, because, you know, I think I could beat myself up about it and feel like, oh, I'm a terrible parent. But without my kids, I wouldn't be brought back to that like grounded, back to earth place as often as I am. They force me to do that. And I'm really thankful. It's like, I don't know, it just wouldn't happen otherwise. And I think it's good for me to think about those simple things and to force myself to think like a 7-year-old. In a way, I look at Rainier even, and I'm just seeing his like honesty. I'm like, can I have a hug? And he's like, no. And I'm like, I feel like I'm learning lessons from him, because I'm like, oh, at some point we all learn to like give people hugs when we don't even want to, just because we feel bad for hurting people's feelings, and we stop being honest to people. But he's like just honest and very direct, and he's not being mean. He just doesn't know to lie yet. So I don't know. I think, you know, there was things with Dove and Eden where we gave them so much one-on-one attention because it was all we knew to do. And when you have 1 or 2 kids, it was just a lot easier. But now that we have 6 kids, it's harder for me to spend time with the younger ones, but I'm just always thankful when I do. We are going to take it easy tonight. Maybe go to bed early and watch some Black Mirror. We've been really getting into that show lately. We'll see you guys tomorrow.